This man has a singular advantage over other men. Ben Richards is immune to every known disease, including old age. Periodic transfusions of his blood can give other men a second, a third lifetime, perhaps more.
Find Ben Richards.
The effects of a transfusion are only temporary. I must therefore control Ben Richards' life permanently.
He's the most valuable man in the world, but he's no good to me dead.
His brother may have the same kind of blood. We've got to find him before Richards does.
If you had $1 million blood, where would you hide?
I didn't ask for this. I was a test driver. I liked the job. One day the doctor told me I had some kind of special blood. I don't understand it. But I know this. Everything they're offering, I don't want. I gotta live free.
Ben Richards will live longer than anyone has ever lived. But a transfusion to the wrong man could make him a prisoner for all time. And so he runs from the hunters, the human hounds who would cage him.
Hello? Anybody here?
All right, you. Stand right where you are.
I was looking for Jay.
Keep quiet.
Now, just what were you looking for?
Is this Paradise Bay?
That's right. Just like it says on that sign down the road. Did you see that sign?
I saw it.
You see the one right next to it that said, keep out?
This is Paradise Bay. A town, population 926. A happy place.
Oh, you're a funny boy, huh? And I found him, sir.
Hi, I'm Arthur Cameron. This is our sheriff, Frank Brady.
Yeah, we've met. He welcomed me to Paradise Bay.
Frank.
I'm sorry, sir.
We had to have the road blocked off.
I thought it was a public road.
No, not anymore. My company, Cameron Chemical, owns most of Paradise Bay, so I feel responsible. I had to shut off the road because we've had a lot of trouble with thieves ever since the town was sold.
Sold?
Mm-hmm. All of it. Locked, stock, and barrel. To Amity Development.
It's gonna be a resort. Just about everybody's moved out.
Everybody, including Jason Richards?
Richards wasn't a resident, just on vacation here.
Well, do you know where he is? It's very important that I find him. See, I'm Ben Richards.
Relative?
My brother.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Richards.
And you don't know where he is?
On the contrary, I'm sorry because I do. He was scuba diving and had an accident. We didn't know much about him. I'm sorry.
So?
So he'll mourn his loss and then leave.
And what if he don't?
Then you'll just have to think of something.
I'll stay in town a while.
Not much here, Ben.
I'm interested in finding out more about how Jason Richards died.
Accidentally, while he was scuba diving.
Well, did he drown? Was it suffocation? Our family tends to live long.
I'll see you get a look at the coroner's report, Ben.
I'd like to talk to the coroner.
Doc Walters? No, he's already left. I'm afraid I really couldn't tell you where to find him.
Amity Development takes over in a couple of weeks. Just about everybody's moved out. There's no place for you to stay.
Well, maybe you could put me up in jail.
You wouldn't like it.
Frank, we still have a few citizens left in town. Why don't you drive around? Maybe somebody can help you.
All right, I'll do that. And thanks, Mr. Cameron.
My pleasure. Nobody will talk to him. Just let him wander around for the rest of the day. He'll look for someplace to eat, maybe a room. Keep a string on him, though. I may want to pull him in if necessary.
You guys know someplace I can get something to eat?
Sure. Back the way you come. 8 miles south up the beach road. Till you hit the highway. And 2 more miles south. There's a cafe there.
Well, I was thinking of something here in town.
Man, there isn't anything in town.
You don't look like you're starving.
We live here.
Thanks. Hi.
Morning.
Morning.
Just have a couple left. It's good exercise, though.
Yeah, the results are fine.
Well, I'm dressed for dirty work on a hot day, not for posing. My name is Nancy Dudley. Can I help you?
I'm looking for a room.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed. The rooms are stripped and no one's working.
Well, could I talk to the manager?
You are?
Could I speak to the owner?
Dudley Real Estate Incorporated. Me.
Could I ask your mother?
Well, you're a persistent man. Why do you want to stay in Paradise Bay? The town won't even be here in a couple of months.
Well, I'm looking for some information.
Well, maybe I can help. I'm pretty familiar with the area.
It's not a place, it's a person. Jason Richards.
He's dead. In an accident, scuba diving.
I heard. But I'd like to find out some more about it.
Are you a relative?
Jason Richards could have been my brother.
Could have been.
See, we were separated when we were young. I lost track, and I've been looking for him, and I heard he was here in Paradise Bay.
Jason Richards was here for, couple of days. But I hardly knew him. He was just a nice guy on a vacation.
Well, did he mention what business he was in?
No.
He must have filled out a check-in slip with his home address or something.
We cleaned out the files last week and everything was burned.
Well, did he ever say or mention anything personal to you?
Just that he likes scuba diving.
How'd he die?
In an accident.
Dead end.
I'm afraid so.
Still like to stay. Ask around.
And I still don't have any rooms.
Yeah, I know. I'm not wanted in Paradise Bay. I've gotten the hint.
It's not a town anymore, it's private property. There's really nothing here for you, Mr. Richards. Paradise Bay is private property and you're trespassing. You're not welcome here.
Goodbye, Nancy Dudley. Incorporated.
So, Jason Richards was his brother, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
If a man's looking for his brother, why wouldn't he go to the police? Why would he come nosing around town? He's lying or he's hiding something.
Yeah. Well, like you told the man, Paradise Bay is private property. I'll move him out.
Ben Richards is a suspicious man. Move him out, fine, but you'd better have a very good, very solid reason for doing it. 'Cause we cannot have any more trouble here.
Nancy?
Rob, I'm Julie, my sister's sister. Dance?
Music stopped.
I can still hear it. It's just softer. Do you know who I am? I'm the girl in the moon, and you are the man.
The moon.
Where else?
Same song.
And we're the same people. Julie Moon and
Ben.
Bend to me, Ben. Do you know, we meet so many people and we talk to so many people, but we really never get to know them. We never get to feel them, touch them, taste them, smell. You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful man.
Get away from her.
Peter, no.
Julie, you go on outside. We'll see that he doesn't bother you again.
I don't think I was bothering the lady.
Well, you just didn't think.
Why?
Julie's very special. We care about her. Sorry. Stubborn. But that's the end of it.
Oh, it's all right. It'll go away. But I won't. Now, I was worked over and someone's gonna pay for it.
You're losing me.
And I wouldn't want to do that, Nancy Dudley Incorporated. Jason Richards checked in here. Now, he had to sign a registration card.
I burned the files, I told you.
And you don't mind if I check through the ashes?
What do you want?
The key.
You're crazy.
The key.
I told you.
Yeah, the cards were burned. State law says you have to keep them on record. All guess. Even Jason Richards.
Well, I'm a bad liar.
Why?
'Cause I didn't want any trouble.
Well, I didn't want any trouble either. I just wanted to find my brother. You know, family feeling, human emotion, like love or hate. What's the area code for Los Angeles?
213. He's dead.
Might have a wife, family, some people that might know him.
I'm sorry. You have reached a disconnected number. Please be sure you are dialing the right
Dead man or disconnected. Phone.
This is a recording.
All right, he arrived on the 9th, departed on the 12th. A short vacation.
He died on the 12th. That's my sister, Julie.
The girl on the moon.
How did you meet my sister?
Painfully. Put the call on my bill. I'm checking in.
Ben, I'll make up your room for you.
Thanks.
Well, I'm a practical girl. I never try and stop landslides or tidal waves.
Morning.
Well, what are you doing back here?
You forget the promise Mr. Cameron made?
What promise?
Coroner's report on Jason Richards. You go ahead with your housework. I'll find out myself.
These are confidential documents.
Let me get a court order?
Cause of death, accidental drowning.
Not exactly. He also suffered a cranial contusion.
He hit his head on some rocks. You know, we got a lot of bad riptides around here.
Yeah, I'll bet you have. What happened to his scuba gear?
I wouldn't know.
Who handled the funeral?
Mr. Cameron, I suppose.
Mr. Cameron handles a lot of things in this town.
That's right, it's his town. Anything else you'd like to know?
No, not yet. Bye.
Wow, that really blows my mind.
Yep, he's back.
You know, that's impossible. Well, he really got worked over good. I figured he'd be moving slow and careful for at least a month.
Well, Mr. Richards is tough.
Tough. Must be put together with rawhide and catgut.
Hey! Where have you been hiding? I thought you were someone else.
Who?
Well, for half a second there, I thought you were Jason. I guess it was because the first time I saw him, he was standing right here renting some equipment. With a crazy rack of bottles in his hands.
Bottles?
You know, for water samples. Is that silly, taking water samples? But I guess everybody has to do their own thing. Want a sandwich?
Yeah. Whoop. Thank you. I'm starved.
I'm Julie.
I'm Ben. I'm also the man in the moon.
I remember, we were dancing. And then those boys came in.
Mm-hmm. They roughed me up.
Why do they do things like that?
I don't know. Maybe it's like you said, they were doing their thing. Oh, do you have something to drink in that bag, by chance?
No.
And all this beautiful water.
We can't drink that.
I know, it's salty.
It's also dirty and polluted. Jason said. He said the ecological balance was upset. The whole bay is dying. That's sad. Death is always sad, though.
Yeah. So Jason was an ecologist, huh?
He's dead, too. And that's sad. Well, I don't want to think about it. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Why not?
Peter. You know, Peter Cameron.
Is he, related to an Arthur Cameron?
Son and heir. And he's madly in love with me.
And are you madly in love with him?
Of course. And the sun and the moon and the stars and the beach and Paradise Bay. And you? And I shouldn't be talking to you. Bye, Ben.
Julie?
I want to talk to you, Ben.
Careful?
Careful of what?
I wouldn't want you to wipe the fingerprints off.
Whose fingerprints?
The guy that shot those things at me.
Now, you're beginning to lose me. You trying to tell me that somebody shot at you with these? Must have been an accident. You know, maybe some kid just trying out a spear gun?
Yeah, well, why don't we go find him? Because I'd like to talk to that kid.
You know, Mr. Richards, I think you're beginning to get some kind of persecution complex. I mean it. You ought to go relax somewhere.
Somewhere else?
Yeah, I think so. You seem to be having a lot of tension here in Paradise Bay.
Right? Oh. Hello, Ben. Were you able to find out anything about your brother?
Yeah, a few things. But I met some fascinating people. Like your son.
Yeah. I heard you had a little trouble with him, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a little talk with Pete. It won't happen again.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll be something else next time, like an accident.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, accidents happen. Men fall off cliffs, run over by cars, drown.
But why don't you say it right out, Ben? You think that Jason Richards was killed, is that right? And that everyone, this entire town, is covering it up. Hmm?
All right, Jason Richards is dead. Nobody knows how. Nobody wants to talk about it. All right, who was he? Where did he come from? What was he doing here? Ask a question, and they turn you off.
Ask a question, and I'll give you the answers. Come on. This is my town, Ben. Cameron Chemical built it. So I feel responsible for anything that happens to it, or in it. We located here 30 years ago because our plant throws off poisonous wastes.
Into the bay.
Precisely. 30 years ago, pollution meant dirty books, not dirty water or dirty air. 30 years, and the state grew, people came in. We're not isolated here. And Paradise Bay is worth a great deal of money as a future resort.
Yeah, if the bay isn't polluted.
It isn't. We're cleaning it up. Jason Richards was sent here by Amity Development to check on that, and he did, and he approved the deal.
And he's dead.
He died accidentally. A coroner's inquest was held.
Yeah, 12 good men out, tried and true. All of them Paradise Bay. All of them stand to make a lot of money when this deal goes through.
There's nothing wrong with money.
I agree, but there is with murder.
He was not murdered.
Then why did someone beat me up? And why did someone take a shot at me with a spear gun?
Why did they miss you? These are good people here. Right now, the sale is 99% sure. It means a great deal of money, and you can't blame anybody for wanting it. They're afraid of trouble, afraid of a stranger asking angry questions of you, to make it simple. Angry questions, which will provoke angry answers.
I'm not looking to be loved. I just want the truth.
Hello, Shadow. So nice to be a shadow. Just drifting across the rock and the sand, touching everything, and not being touched by anything.
If you love life, Julie, you have to touch it.
Goodbye, Shadow. Hello, Ben. Thought you were going away.
I am. Soon. Jason Richards went away.
Jason's dead. That's why I like shadows. Because when the world touches you, it hurts.
You liked Jason, didn't you? Did he ever talk about his work?
Oh, all the time. But I never listened. Look. Beauty. What old Jason saw was pollution. That night, the moonlight on the water, Jason on pollution. Like a man throwing rocks at soap bubbles.
What night?
The night he died. Cold and alone in that water. I don't want to think about it.
Well, I have to, Julie.
Go away, Ben. You're just like Jason. Leave your shadow, but go away.
Julie? I told you to keep away from her.
It's all right, Peter.
No, it's not all right.
You're all by yourself this time, hero. Take your time, Pete. I'll be around.
I put some towels in your room and I made up your bed.
Thanks.
I have a sandwich if you're hungry.
That's neighborly.
I was trying to be friendly.
So I notice. Those your friendly working clothes?
Do they bother you? Was I that obvious?
There for a moment, you look like Julie.
Well, we're twins. Only she's a lot younger. And I've had to be a lot older. Since our parents died 4 years ago in a traffic accident. Poor Julie was caught somewhere between a child and a woman. Well, she's happy there and she's safe.
And everyone in Paradise Bay protects her.
Love her.
Especially Pete Cameron.
That's right. A couple of years ago, a tourist made a pass at Julie, and it frightened her to death, and Pete found out about it, and ever since then, he's elected himself as her watchdog.
Good old Pete.
I know what he did to you. But he really was protecting Julie. Besides what you seem to have survived.
I heal fast. But Julie won't, you know. Not as long as you keep her in isolation. Listed as walking wounded.
Julie's happy. She's not retarded. She's just innocent. And she loves the whole world. She loves the sunshine and the sand. And that's not really such a bad way to be.
Well, the world's not like that. Sooner or later, it breaks in.
Well, I won't let it. Oh, Ben, let's not argue.
All right, let's talk about cabbages and kings. And Jason Richards and pollution.
Here comes the world breaking in. Who told you about it?
Cameron.
Okay, facts. Amity Development negotiated a deal with all of us at Paradise Bay. 22,000 acres of land. It's going to be a major resort development.
If the bay isn't polluted.
Well, it can be cleaned out. That's a condition of the deal. And Jason Richards came here to check that little detail out. And he did, and he okayed it. But escrow won't be closed for 2 weeks, and Amity can still cancel out. So we're all just a little uptight. And when you came here, we all got so nervous. I'm sorry.
You're quite a businesswoman for a small-town girl.
Our parents left the motel and 4,700 acres. I took over the real estate operation. And it really wasn't very pleasant. And I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned. And Julie had to be protected, and that took money. Am I boring you?
I'm impressed. Miss Nancy Dudley, Incorporated. You have a sister that a few hang-ups. I have a brother I hardly know anything about.
Jason Richards wasn't your brother.
How do you know that?
Because when he came here, I had him checked out, just to make sure. He's an only child. His father is dead, and his mother lives in Dublin, Georgia.
Then why didn't you tell me this before?
Because I thought you were double-checking for Amity Development. Because Jason's accident. Large amounts of money create large amounts of suspicion.
Well, there's still suspicion. He left May 12th. What time?
Late in the morning.
But he stuck around all day. Why?
I don't know.
Well, I have an idea. What if he has second notions on how polluted the bay really was? So he was killed before he could send in that second report.
That's ridiculous. It was an accident. Can't you leave it at that?
No! You said he wasn't my brother. Well, I want hard proof.
And you don't care what you break open to get it, do you? Paradise Bay, Julie, me.
What am I gonna break open, Nancy? Murder?
Thank you, Mr. Richards. We appreciate you coming to us. Jason Richards was a valuable man, so we examined the coroner's inquest report very carefully. We saw no reason to argue with it.
And the pollution? I thought he might have sent in a second report.
He did, on May 12th. That's why we found the coroner's conclusions believable. Jason phoned in the report on the 12th. I spoke to him myself. He'd finished additional tests. The pollution level is well below danger point and continually improving.
How do you know he wasn't being forced?
For the same reason I know he wasn't your brother. He'd worked for us for 9 years, came to us fresh out of college. I knew Jason very well, and he was just confirming his earlier opinion. Now, we're going ahead with the deal, buying Paradise Bay. So nobody there had any motive for killing Jason Richards? None at all.
Peter wants to fight, I don't have to do anything.
Honey, Pete's sorry. He's worried about you. We all love you. Will you listen to me? We all love you.
Oh, stop it! You know I hate to be touched, and you know I hate to be pushed, so why do you do it to me? Hello.
You're gonna warn me to stay away from her, too?
No. Just try to be understanding with her.
Hi, Julie.
That's me. Who are you?
Don't you know?
I think you're one of the solid citizens. I'm like that sometimes. But then sometimes I'm different. I know different people. Who are you when you're different?
How about Jason Richards?
Hi, Jason. Jason.
Let's talk about Jason.
Okay. But I can't talk in here. It's too many walls. Let's go for a walk on the beach. Did you know there were holes in the moon? Look.
The moon's not out.
Yes, it is. But the sun's burning through the holes, so you just can't see them.
You like the night, don't you?
Uh-huh. Everything's soft and beautiful. No sharp edges on anything.
Yeah, soft. Beautiful. It's like you.
Yeah. Yeah. I told you not to do that, Jason.
You did?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Don't do that. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you again.
But you did. You hurt me, and you hurt Jason.
No, but I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. It was an accident. It was like a game. You bump your head and you all fall down, and then you wait until it's all over. I don't like some games. Go away from me.
Julie!
Hi, Jason. Are you all right? Please say you're all right, Jason.
Jason's dead! How are you gonna make this one look like an accident?
You found out he wasn't your brother. Wasn't that enough for you?
Killing me won't help, Julie.
It's your own fault, man.
You just had to go after her. Just keep pushing until...
Till I found out.
Oh, great. You know the truth. But you aren't gonna be telling anybody. Nobody's ever gonna know.
Well, Julie knows. And that's what's important. It's tearing her apart. If she can't look at it, can't live with it, she's either gonna go completely insane or she's gonna die of it.
Shut up! Turn around.
You know, you're just like Julie. You can't face what you do. You're gonna kill me, huh? With her watching? So she can have another ghost following her around? Oh, man, that can't help her. That just puts her into another nightmare. Oh, damn it!
Fine. Sleeping. I was wrong. We all were. I should have gotten Julie some real help a long time ago.
She's not insane.
She's lost. She needs professional help to find her way back.
We'll see that she gets whatever she needs. Treatment, not concealment.
Well, I didn't want her hurt, so I kept quiet.
We all did.
I don't think any of us suspected what happened. We were greedy. We thought that Jason Richards was a threat. So when he died, we all tried to look the other way.
When I came into town, no one would talk to me or see me.
You're another threat. We just wanted you to go away. And in the process, we almost succeeded in hiding the truth about Jason Richards. We are all guilty.
Well, it's all over now.
Slade.
Well, it's a little after 10.
That's not late. Would you be interested in a girl who's rich and beautiful and the sole legal owner of a bottle of champagne?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good. Boy, it's gorgeous. I have days like this made for special occasions.
Is this a special occasion?
My life is changing. And I firmly believe that all change is for the better.
You know, you may be right.
Boy, I hope so. I killed Jason. And I don't think I'm going to try and hide it anymore. Moonlight's pretty, Ben, but you can sure see a lot farther in the daytime. And here I go. Nancy! Nan! Where are you going?
I don't know. Back to the world, I guess.
It's a big world. Will I ever see you again?
I don't know.
Hey, come on, you guys. There's a hole in the moon, and it's invisible. And you can't see anything at all. Nancy, when are we gonna see Ben? I don't know. He wouldn't tell me where he was going. He walks by himself. I know about that. But maybe someday you'll turn a corner, and there you'll be. Maybe. I hope so, Julie. I hope so. I hope so, too. He said, if you love the world, you have to touch it, even if it hurts. Dear Ben, may the world never hurt you.